How's it, guys? Welcome back to FX Rhapsody. Today we're going to be looking at part 2 of our Nasdaq trading. We're going to be focusing on how the fundamentals, the news affects Nasdaq. Before we hit the charts, just go visit my website. It's on the bottom left corner there, where you can find lots of trading information, lots of articles, lots of videos, especially when you're getting started into trading. There's some nice categories there. My preferred brokers, especially trading Nasdaq, these guys are really brilliant with their spreads and their margins with Nasdaq itself. Also, we're going to be using the FX calendar, which I will show you just now. Okay, so let us hit the charts. So trading fundamentals, or what is fundamentals and how does it affect Nasdaq? All right, so in the mornings or whenever you start trading Nasdaq, just what you want to do first is you want to look at your Forex calendar. Now, on my website, like I just explained, I've got a Forex calendar over here, which you can just, manipulate as you want to. You can change dates and so forth. So we're going to be looking at our first area here, which will be a first example. This was, I'm just going to select it here from the 31st to the 6th. Okay, you can apply that. And then also you can filter any news events or, whatever you want to, and also the time, the current time. So I'm having my time on a GTM -4. It's basically your New York time, because if we look at the chart, this is exactly how I have it on my chart. So on the 5th, that was last week, Friday, basically. And if you scroll down, you're going to have to see, and especially Fridays, guys, keep a lookout on Fridays, especially end of the month or first week in the month. You will have news events like your non-farm payrolls, and then also your unemployment rate. These two are very important when it comes to trading Nasdaq. You do not want to be in the markets when there is news events like that coming out, because this is what happened on Friday. The non-farm came out and the unemployment rate, and as you can see, you've got a huge spike in the market. All right. So, for instance, if you were in a trade, let's say you were in a buy trade in Nasdaq leading up to this news event, look at this big push to the downside. Okay, look at this big movement. You would have been tapped out automatically. So, what I always say to the guys, especially the guys that I'm helping out in trading, be out of the market. Let the market play out first. Okay, let the news event play out first, and then you trade it. So with the non-farm, it happened exactly on 8:30. Let's have a look here. So the time was 8:30, and also the same with the unemployment rate. So 8:30 came and Nasdaq fell big time. All right, it pushed down quickly. So what happens is, once that move happens, then you start looking at, okay, once it happened, then you want to wait for any type of retracement. So this is the time that you can come and look as, excuse me. So the market fell and then you trade it. So what I always do is I trade the pullback, and then with that pullback, let me just take this out. And then once that pullback happens, okay, then you always move up to, or you go down in my calendar, and I'll show you an example what happened yesterday as well. And then you actually look at how the companies in Nasdaq, fares. So what happens after that, after the news events, and that is how you trade it. Okay, so with this one, you had a nice pullback, and then to a certain point, and then you could have sold down again. Okay, so that is, news event happens, and after the news events, most of the time, especially when it kind of, it's dying down, when it lose momentum, you start trading back. You trade that pullback, and then to a certain point, and then the market moves again to a direction. Let's go to what happened yesterday. Okay, yesterday, similar thing happened. So when we go to our Forex calendar, let's just change the date over here. Not this one, excuse me. Just move up a little bit. So let's just choose what happened over here. Okay, let's change that date, and you apply it, and you scroll down, and yesterday was the 10th. Okay, so yesterday we saw the CPI, right? big news event. Always look for the news events, especially in the US dollar with the 3 bull heads over here, because these are the most important ones that we're going to be looking at, especially when it comes to Nasdaq and the stock markets. These ones affect the stock markets all the time. Okay, non-farm payrolls, CPIs, unemployment rates, GDPs, all those type of things. So yesterday, again, 8:30, same one, big news event, 8:30, as you can see. And then the market shot up with a huge bullish candle. And then once it started losing momentum, I'm just looking at the 15 minutes. You can go down to your 5 minutes as well. And then you can see how the momentum starts, you know, losing. Let's just go to the 5 minutes and I'll show you. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, the big news event happened, big one. And then you can see, you know, momentum starting to slow down. And this is the area that you start. There we go. Let me just do that. And this is the area that you start trading that pullback. And as soon as that pullback happens, and this is what happened yesterday. So we had a little bit of a pullback to a certain point, and that I will explain in my next video on how to trade, getting your entries and where you can, you know, take profits and all that kind of jazz. So how you would do your entries, I'll do that in the next video. But again, you have your pullback, and then I went down to my other, there we go, for the companies for Nasdaq. And then yesterday when Nasdaq, the companies open, we could see all these green figures, meaning all the companies were in positive. So I was expecting Nasdaq to go up even more, right? So the Nasdaq started moving upwards. So I had a pullback. So I was trading the pullback. And then after that pullback, I bought. So it was a nice sell and a nice buy, right? A lot of guys will be in the markets with this event. They will try and predict it. Do not predict a news event. Do not be in the market when in the markets when there's a news event happens, because you are gambling. You know, you want to think, okay, cool, I'm going to catch that big move. You don't know if it's going to be a positive or negative, right? It's not always the case. Yes, sometimes you'll be right, but I mean, that's gambling. Rather react to what the market is doing. So you have a big news event, price pushes up because it's a positive news event. Then it goes down again. Okay, then you trade the pullback. And then after that, you look at what the companies are doing for the direction of the day, because all the companies, or the top 10 companies in Nasdaq is showing positive results. And then you know, okay, cool, this is going to be a upwards movement for the day. So then you start buying up again. And that is when you catch 2 nice, beautiful entries. So that is all from my side on fundamentals and how to trade it when the news event happens. Again, just be wary of all news events. Before you trade Nasdaq during the day, or when you start or going to the charts, just go look at your Forex calendar. Like I said, I've got a nice one on my website. Just go visit that. And then all the information for Nasdaq is there. You've got your Forex calendar that you can watch. And then you also have your top 10 companies that you can look at for the big direction. That is what I explained to you in the previous video. So that is all from my side. I hope you enjoyed this analysis, or this, you know, tutorial on how to trade Nasdaq. This is part 2. Go watch part 1 if you did not watch it. I'll have it on the in the descriptions. And yes, I'll be making another video on how to do your entries on Nasdaq, and this will be coming soon. So guys, I hope you've been having a wonderful day. Stay safe and happy trading, guys.